Man, this shit won't let me. Hold on, my shit ain't Alright, there you go. Alright.
There is no more picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. After a full day of college football, the sun is down, the lights are on, and we still have more for you on EA Sports. It's the Wisconsin Badgers and the UCLA Bruins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Hey guys, checking in with the Bruins head coach before the game. He is taking a 1-0 approach. Even though this team is on a 5-game winning streak and they have an unranked opponent coming into town today, he said all we have to do is keep going 1-0 all year long. If we keep a week-by-week focus, we'll look up and be in the college football playoff. That was his message to the team before this game. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Bruins ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Throwing Joseph. Pressure coming. And they got it.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you. And those hit.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Takes the handoff. It's Knight. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Right down the middle.
Oh, shit.
Intercepted. Oh, what a play.
Okay.
Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Not the start the offense wanted to have. They had to punt the first time out. And here on the opening play of their second drive, they're going backwards. If they're going to run the football, these big guys up front, they've got to do a better job.
Joseph. That's reeled in. It's Kearney. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Hauls it in. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got his man on the right.
And my loss is
A
good.
quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guy.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing Joseph. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Badger! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like, sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Bruins in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Caught in the backfield, it's Ellis. Jumped on top of the pile. 3rd and short now from their own 48. On the run, it's Knight. Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Imaliava on the play action. Buys a little time. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Finds his man. It's Knight. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend, don't break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They are having none of this running game down on the goal line.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Setting up the screen. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. 4th and goal from the 2. Can they fit? Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Joseph. Scrambling away. Took a shot as he threw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Coleman. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Throwing Joseph. Here's the pressure, and down he goes. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Joseph. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Badgers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. Running inside. It's Woods.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on first down from the 28. Throwing, Imaliava. Punts it out of the air. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. And after that run, there is a player still down.
Damn.
Field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava finds his big tight end. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bruins!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They'll go right back to it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. As much a part of Wisconsin as cheese and brats feed that running back for first downs.
It's crazy, Reese. They don't find the most highly recruited guys, but they find tailbacks who are dudes. And Ron Dane to Jonathan Taylor to whoever it is, they always find a bell cow running back at the University of Wisconsin.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
And the Badgers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to take this opportunity to be aggressive, try to make this 4th down conversion, and try to go down the field and get some points on the board.
UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Plummer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Might be calling a hot route. Iamaleava rushes on him. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, that's normally an easy throw and catch. It's just a slant route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense there.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20.
I'm a quarterback.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on! He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
There used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum. And what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Play fake. Nico Iamaleava.
What the fuck?
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Thomas. Got enough for the first. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Bruins getting set on 1st and 10.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
On target to the left. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Thomas. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Thomas. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Lowers those pads. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together. 1st and goal. Who can be more physical?
And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Bruins. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Throwing Joseph. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Motion from the wide receiver. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make 1st downs. 1st and 15 here. Throwing, Iamaleava. Got a man, it's Thomas. breaks free, and he might be gone. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
You bet.
And the Bruins are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Good gain there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Joseph. Here's a heat. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, you know, an incompletion, who cares?
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 12 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's the Fighting Irish with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. This ball club now stands at 7 wins. They've assured themselves at the very least of a better than 500 regular season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about them.
Snags it, and he's open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on first down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be second down.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their heads start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Got his man. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field.
Maybe a crease. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Bruins will have it 1st and 10.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting moved.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking for space. It's Lee. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Bruins pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Running inside. It's Woods. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. This quarterback part of their running game. Running toward the goal line. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting takeaways, and with their backs against the wall, they're able to force the fumble and fall on it in the end zone for a touchback.
The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
From the gun on third down, Joseph. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
Catches it at the 30. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? The run inside. It's Cox. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Bruins will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Throwing Joseph. Moving out to the right. Trying to... It's a fumble on the play.
Wow.
Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The Badgers with the 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Bringing the heat. At the 40, there he goes. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
All right, don't even give a shit.
Joseph, under fire, buying some time, breaks into the open. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the fourth. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
And what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting a hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Grabs it in the middle. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. Makes a move. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short.
You know what to do now.
Throwing Joseph. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Joseph from the gun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
He'll pull it down and run. Still on his feet at the 45. They run him out of bounds after a tremendous pickup on the play.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
I skipped out too. That could have helped me.
Iamaleava. The short hands. It's Woods. Quick step and go. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll move the wide receiver. Got his man. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, UCLA! And the route is on. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, Dave.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. The clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Joseph on the play action. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
That nigga do that. Oh, what about it?
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Flying down the left side. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this
I
game.
threw right back.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Joseph. He's got the tight end. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. Third.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now, because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Split backs here. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Might be looking to run. Now he'll turn and throw back to the right. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game, great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a